we're kicking things off for the Stadium Championship Series here tonight in Anaheim. There's 2 events here in Anaheim, an event tonight and an event tomorrow. It'll be all the same trucks as tonight, again tomorrow. Now, unlike the arena stop on Wednesday and Thursday night in Salt Lake City, there is 12 trucks instead of just 8 here in Anaheim. And our speed challenge here is a little different than it is in the arena. Remember, in the arena, we did 3 laps. Each truck went out for 3 laps. Whoever turned the fastest 3 won that event. Here it's going to be a little different in the Stadium Championship Series. We got our 3 events, our speed challenge, 2-wheel skills, and everyone's favorite Monster Jam freestyle. And we will go over the rules of each. So, here in the Stadium Championship Series, the speed challenge is broken up into rounds. The trucks are competing against each other. Whoever has the fastest time out of the 2 trucks moves on to the final round, and we keep doing that until we get down to the final 2 trucks, and then whoever has the fastest out of those final 2 wins the speed challenge. Remember, in arenas, it's just 3 laps. Each truck turns 3 laps, regardless if it's 6 or 8 trucks in that, which Division 1 for the arena has 8 trucks, Division 2 has 6, and Division 2 is beginning on Monday in Wilkes-Barre. But let's go over our speed challenge rules. So it will just be, instead of 3 laps, it will be 1 lap for each truck. Again, the trucks are competing against each other. Whoever has the fastest time moves on. Whoever has the slowest time gets eliminated until we get down to the final 2 trucks. And then after this, it's off to 2-wheel skills challenge. Now, in the arenas, they get 3 attempts, but here in stadiums, they only get 2 attempts to do any type of wheelie. A slap wheelie, sky wheelie, stoppie, or bicycle. Or you could do a donut during our skills challenge. And then our last event tonight, everyone's favorite Monster Jam freestyle. Each driver gets 2 minutes to wow the crowd and the judges. And then, after that initial 2 minutes is up, the judges will then decide if they get overtime or not. Overtime is only 1 minute long, 60 seconds long. And during freestyle, if you roll the truck on its side, you get 3 seconds to upright it, or at least save it. And if you don't, within 3 seconds, your run is over. If you completely turtle the truck during freestyle, your run is over. And now let's go back to 2-wheel skills. If you completely turtle your truck or put it on the side, that's it. That's the end of your run. There are no saves permitted in 2-wheel skills. So unless if you, like, there are certain restrictions or certain exceptions. If you get up onto 2 wheel, like if your truck turtles and then pops up onto 2 wheels, you could save it and continue. But if it lands on the side, then it is over with, unless if you pop back up off the ground onto 2 wheels into a bicycle. During the speed challenge, if you roll over, it's an automatic victory for the other truck. So we're going to do truck introductions, and then we will kick things off for our speed challenge round 1, and we will introduce the trucks competing against each other. First up for driver introductions, we have Todd LeDuc driving this Blue Thunder truck. So Todd LeDuc in Blue Thunder, and Kristen Anderson, she drove Alien Invasion to a freestyle victory and 2-wheel skills victory in the event number 2 at Salt Lake City. She is now driving Whiplash tonight. Let's bring her out. Alright. Oh. Let's bring her out. Nope. There we go. So, we got Kristen Anderson and Whiplash coming out here. Next up, we got Cynthia Gardner, or however you say her last name, and Monster Mutt Husky. She does not always drive Monster Mutt, but tonight she is driving Monster Mutt. And there it is, Monster Mutt Husky. Up next, we got Kayla Blood coming out in Soldier Fortune Black Ops. She drives the normal Soldier Fortune truck and Soldier Fortune Black Ops, and it was not really her deck of cards in Salt Lake City. She did pick up a two-wheel skills victory in the first event, but that second event was one to forget. For Kayla, she's hoping to definitely forget about that one. And there is Kayla Blood and Soldier Fortune. We're gonna pretend all that damage did not happen. And up next, we got Bryce Kinney in that Mohawk Warrior truck coming out here. Oh yeah, and if you roll, like I said, if you roll at all during the speed challenge, then it doesn't matter if you land on your side or roof. It's an automatic DNF and victory for the other truck. There is Bryce Kinney. Coming up next, we got Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid. A lot of people have been digging this truck. And there it is. Up next, we got Jamie Gardner and El Toro Loco. There it is, Jamie Gardner and El Toro Loco.
Like,
Next
subscribe, and comment for more videos.
Next up, we have Charlie Pauken and Stone Crusher. He drove Monster Mutt in the arena event at Salt Lake City and did not really have the day he was hoping for. He scored just 11 points in those two events total.
W. Mason.
Alright, next... Oh, yeah, we already said that. Next up, Charlie Pauken and Stone Crusher. So before we start each of our challenges, we will remind you of the rules of them. And then up next, we got Tristan England coming out here in Earthshaker. He's usually an arena competitor, but he got a chance to do his first Stadium Championship Series here in Anaheim. And who would pass up an opportunity to do that? Here he is, Tristan England in Earthshaker. Up next, we got Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger.
Wassup Mason.
Coming up. I forgot I unlocked that truck. Alright, here's Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. And up next, we got his brother, Adam Anderson, and Gravedigger. Actually, they're sisters in here, too. So we got 3 Andersons in one show.
GTA 5 RP after this song.
Adam Anderson had a great time in Salt Lake City. Picked up a freestyle win in the first event. And a speed challenge win. And in the second event, he filled his regulation time, but rolled over as time expired. So he was unable to get overtime. And one truck left to introduce. Tom Mintz and Maximum Destruction. And he's going to hit the big jump and shoot some sparks for you Monster Jam fans out there. There he is, Tom Mintz. Alright, so let's get things kicked off with our first event. So remember, in the Stadium Championship Series, it's different for our speed challenge. The trucks are competing against each other. Whoever has the fastest time out of those 2 trucks moves on to the next round. And whoever doesn't just has to wait till 2-wheel skills until the rounds are over. Instead of 3 laps, instead of every truck doing 3 laps, that's how we do it. If the truck rolls over, like on its side, or completely turtles the truck, the other truck automatically wins because it's a DNF. And it's just 1 lap, like we said. And, alright, so let's do round 1. Round 1 stuff, and let's get the stopwatch ready. So remember, whoever has the fastest time out of the 2 moves on. The other one gets eliminated until we get to the final 2. So, for round 1 of the speed challenge, we got Blue Thunder going up against Whiplash, Monster Mutt Husky going against Soldier Fortune Black Ops. We got Mohawk Warrior versus Bakugan Dragonoid, El Toro Loco versus Stone Crusher, Earthshaker versus Son of a Digger, and Gravedigger versus Max D. The 2 rivals of this sport are going to battle it out for the faster time, pending what happens, because one of them could roll over and completely fumble it. Now, there is a rule that states the trucks have to line up in a different line than one another, so whichever line Blue Thunder chooses, Whiplash cannot line up in that same line. And same rules apply as the arena. Once the stopwatch starts, they may do their lap. If they go before the stopwatch starts, it's a 2-second penalty. 3, 2, well, oh wait, before we actually start, one more rule. Remember, if you remember what happened to Soldier Fortune in the first event during the speed challenge, if you roll over and land back on all 4 BKT tires, you can finish your speed challenge. If you don't land on all 4 BKT tires, it's an automatic DNF. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and he is off. Remember, only 1 lap here. Let's see what time Blue Thunder gets, and if Whiplash will be able to beat it. So for Blue Thunder, it is a 17.35. So, really, Kristen Anderson... Oh, by the way, give it up for Todd LeDuc and Blue Thunder, but... So, Kristen Anderson and Whiplash, all she needs to get is a 17.34 to beat Blue Thunder. Alright, and that reminds you, next truck, going head-to-head with Blue Thunder, is Kristen Anderson in Whiplash. Remember, she drove the Alien Invasion truck in the arena. She's driving Whiplash tonight. Alright, reset that stopwatch. Remember, she cannot line up in the same line, so she has to go over to this one. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. And she is off. Alright, so remember, she has to beat a 17.35 to move on. Oh, and she is over at the end of her run. Now, if you roll over at the end of your run, that doesn't matter. They're just gonna upright you. But, remember, time to beat was a 17.35 by Blue Thunder. And your time for Whiplash is a 17.66. So Blue Thunder moves on to round 2. And he will go up against the winner of Monster Mutt Husky versus Soldier Fortune Black Ops. And unfortunately for Kristen Anderson, she's not going to be moving on in this one. She'll have to try again in the next stadium to move on. But she will be in the arena next Wednesday and Thursday night. Alright, so up next we got Monster Mutt Husky going against Soldier Fortune Black Ops. Let's reset that. Reset the stopwatch. I have to unlock those. So remember, whichever one Monster Mutt Husky lines up in front of, Soldier Fortune cannot line up in front of the same one. Looks like Monster Mutt Husky is going for the lane that wasn't very good to Whiplash. Once he stops, the stopwatch can start. Officials telling him to back up a little bit. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, this lane was not very good to Whiplash. Alright, so for Monster Mutt Husky, it is a 17.65. Will Soldier Fortune be able to beat that? Give it up for Cynthia Garther and Monster Mutt Husky. Also forgot to say, but give it up for Kristen Anderson and Whiplash too, even though she didn't move on. Alright, up next we got Kayla Blood and Soldier Fortune Black Ops. A last minute decision found Kayla behind the wheel of Soldier Fortune Black Ops instead of the regular Soldier Fortune. And I gotta say, regardless, it's still a really cool truck. Remember, Soldier Fortune has to line up here because Monster Mutt Husky lined up in front of the other one. Move back a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and she is off. She has to beat a 17.65 by Monster Mutt Husky to move on. Alright, so remember, the score to beat is a 17.65 by Monster Mutt Husky, and your time for Soldier Fortune Black Ops is a 16.14, so Soldier Fortune will be moving on to go head-to-head with Blue Thunder in round 2, once we get there. So, it wasn't enough for Cynthia to stop Kayla Blood from beating her, and Kayla Blood beats her and moves on to round 2. Alright, so next truck out for our speed challenge. We have Bryce Kinney and that Great Eclipse Mohawk Warrior going up against Camden Murphy and that Bakugan Dragonoid truck. Whoever has the fastest time out of the two moves on to round 2. So, since this is a new round, Bryce can line up wherever he wants. Camden just can't line up at that same jump. Looks like he's going for the same one Soldier of Fortune Black Ops went for. 3, 2, 1. And Bryce is off. Your time for Bryce Kinney and the Mohawk Warrior is a 16.58. Can Camden Murphy beat that? Let's see if Bakugan Dragonoid can beat that. After Bakugan, we just have 3 head-to-head matches to go in round 1, and then it's off to round 2. Reset that stopwatch for Camden Murphy. Remember, Camden cannot line up at that same one Mohawk Warrior went for. So he has to line up over here. Come to a complete stop. 3, 2, 1. Remember, this lane was not very good to Kristen Anderson or Monster Mutt Husky. Will it be good for Camden Murphy to beat Bryce Kinney? Alright, remember, the time for Camden to beat to move on is a 16.58 by Mohawk Warrior. And your time for Bakugan Dragonoid is a 17.55. Bryce Kinney's moving on. Alright, so next up we got Jamie Gardner and El Toro Loco going up against Charlie Pauken and Stone Crusher. Charlie did not have a very good speed and skill day 1 in the arena show last week. If you remember, he went over and got a DNF. Jamie Gardner can choose which one he wants. And then Stone Crusher looks like he's going to have to take the right side one as Jamie takes the left side one. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Jamie blowing some smoke as he goes out of the nostrils of that truck and blowing some more. Alright, so your time for Jamie Gardner and El Toro Loco is a 17.03. Can Charlie Pauken beat it and go on to round 2? Oh yeah, I forgot to put Mohawk Warrior. So the winner of this will go up against Bryce Kinney and Mohawk Warrior in round 2. Alright, next up, Charlie Pauken and Stone Crusher. He has to wait for the judges to get that stopwatch up and going and reset. It is 3, 2, 1. And Charlie is off. Time for Charlie Pauken to beat is 17.03. from Jamie Gardner and El Toro Loco. And your time for Charlie Pauken and Stone Crusher is a 16.67, so he will match up against Bryce Kinney in the Mohawk Warrior Machine in round 2. And I bet you Charlie's feeling better already. Alright, next up we got Tristan England and Earthshaker versus Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. To see who will move on to round 2. Looks like Earthshaker is up first. Whichever one he chooses, Ryan Anderson has to take the other one. Oh, he's going for the one that gave some drivers problems. 3, 2, 1, and Tristan is off. So far, no driver has really been able to make this lane work. Can Earthshaker make it work? Alright, your time for Tristan England and Earthshaker is a 19.45. So can Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger beat that? Or will Tristan England be moving on to round 2? Reset that stopwatch. Ryan Anderson is getting the fast lane. 3, 2, 1. Remember, time to beat for Ryan Anderson is a 19.45. And your time for Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger is a 17.48. So Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger is moving on to round 2. Alright, that just leaves one more head-to-head match in round 1. And that is between Adam Anderson and Gravedigger and Tom Mintz and Maximum Destruction. Will Ryan Anderson get to compete against his brother in the next round? Or will Tom Mintz be competing against Ryan Anderson? Only one way to find out. Let's get Gravedigger out there first. Remember, Gravedigger can choose whatever lane he wants because it's a new head-to-head match. And he's going to choose the fast lane. And that's going to force Tom to take the slower lane. 3, 2, 1. And Gravedigger is off. Started drifting around the corner a little early. And will it pay off? Your time for Adam Anderson and Gravedigger is a 16.33. Can Tom Mintz beat it? Let's see. He has to beat a 16.33. He could get a 16.32 and knock Gravedigger out. Otherwise, Gravedigger is competing against his brother. Oop. Tom has to take the slower lane. And the same rules apply for round 2 and the final round. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Doing what El Toro Loco did. Showing off some of that truck. Time to beat is a 16.33 by Gravedigger, and your time for Max D is a 17.88. Oh, so close, but yet so far. Unfortunately, Max D will not be going to round 2, and that means Gravedigger will be going up against Son of a Digger, 2 Anderson brothers. And we're going to be back with round 2 after this short intermission, so don't go anywhere, folks. Welcome back to the first show for the stadium to kick off the Stadium Championship Series right here in Anaheim. So we're through round 1 of the Speed Challenge. Blue Thunder Best Whiplash to get in. Soldier Fortune Black Ops beat Monster Mutt Husky. Mohawk Warrior beat Bakugan Dragonoid. Stone Crusher beat El Toro Loco. Son of a Digger beat Earthshaker, and Gravedigger beat Max D to advance to the semifinals. This would be the semifinals. And these 3 head-to-head matches will set the finals. So the winner of this one will advance to the finals. No, wait, hang on a second, we gotta think about this. This would be round 2. So, never mind, folks. This would be round 2. But, in order to make things fair, in the semi-finals, which is, next, we are going to have to give a truck that got knocked out that has the fastest or, you know what, why don't we give one of the trucks from round 2 that has the fastest time a bye, so they will automatically advance to the semifinals, and somebody will go head to head with them, and then we'll put a truck that got knocked out with the fastest time against Blue Thunder or whoever we take it out of. So take a look at Blue Thunder. Okay, so it looks like the truck receiving the first round bye will be Soldier Fortune Black Ops, so they will automatically advance to the semifinals, which is next. and they will go up against the winner of this competition. And now we just got to determine the fastest time out of a truck that got knocked out. And they will go up against Blue Thunder in round 2. So can somebody get their revenge and knock a truck that advanced out? Let's see. So Whiplash, the first truck out. Okay. So it looks like the truck with the fastest time in round 1 is Gravedigger. So then we go to a runner-up because he's already in, which would be Mohawk Warrior, and he's already in. Or no, it would have been Soldier Fortune, then Gravedigger, and then Mohawk Warrior, but those guys are already in. So now we go to the next fastest truck, which would be Jamie Gardner and El Toro Loco. So he will go up against Blue Thunder in round 2 to try to get to the semifinals. Can El Toro Loco do it after being knocked out in round 1? Remember, El Toro Loco got lucky. But up first for round 2 is Blue Thunder versus El Toro Loco. And Blue Thunder will kick things off, just like he did in round 1. Will he get to go up against Soldier Fortune Black Ops? Or will El Toro Loco get his revenge from being knocked out and advance to the semifinals? Because that's the only way to do it to keep the competitions fair, because otherwise some truck would just get a bye. Yeah, I know, it still wouldn't be fair. So, yeah, so who's gonna race, or not race, who's gonna go up against Soldier Fortune Black Ops in the semifinals? Let's find out right now. So remember, same rules apply. So whatever lane Todd LeDuc and Blue Thunder takes, El Toro Loco cannot take. Oh, he's gonna play with some fire here and see if he can make this left-hand lane work. 3, 2, 1, and he is off. Todd LeDuc does not want to lose to El Toro Loco. Should he have picked this lane? Alright, so it is a 15.91 for Blue Thunder. And now it's time for El Toro Loco. Jamie Gardner and El Toro Loco. Jamie Gardner has the lane that worked for most of the drivers in round 1. Can he make it work for him to get his revenge? Welcome to round 2, Jamie. You got in on the fastest time, blowing some smoke out of that nose. 3, 2, 1. And Jamie is off. He gets a second chance after being knocked out. And now his job, an easy one. Beat Todd LeDuc to advance to the semifinals. Remember, El Toro Loco wasn't even supposed to be in round 2. And he hits that and almost flips. Luckily, the container was there. Also, you will see a backflip ramp in stadium events. Remember, you won't see one in arena events, but you will see one in stadium events. And remember, the time to beat for El Toro Loco to move on is a 15.91 by Blue Thunder, and your time for El Toro Loco is a 16.40, so knocked right back out of the competition despite having the faster lane. So that means Blue Thunder will go against Soldier Fortune Black Ops, and remember, he was supposed to do that this round, but then we had to move some around to make it more fair, and instead of Blue Thunder kicking us off for the semifinals, it will be Soldier Fortune Black Ops. But the second matchup of round 2, Mohawk Warrior versus Stone Crusher. Who will best who? So, Mohawk Warrior. El Toro Loco couldn't make this lane work, but Bryce Kinney says, I'm gonna try. 3, 2, 1. Alright, your time for Mohawk Warrior is 18.11. Nice run by Bryce there, but will it be enough to stop Charlie Pauken and Stone Crusher from advancing to the semifinals? Charlie has to take the other lane. And Blue Thunder made it work for him. So can Charlie make it work for him now? Three, two, one. And Charlie is off. Charlie beat El Toro Loco in round 1 to advance to round 2. And then El Toro Loco ended up getting a second chance. And ended up still getting beat. Time to beat was an 18.11 by Bryce Kinney and Mohawk Warrior. And your time for Stone Crusher is a 17.93. So Stone Crusher advances to the semifinals. And he will go up against the winner between Son of a Digger and Grave Digger. Alright, let's waste no time getting this round started. Up first, Son of a Digger. And whichever lane he chooses, Grave Digger has to take the other one regardless if it worked or not. And it looks like Son of a Digger is going for the faster lane. He has a chance to potentially knock his brother out. 3, 2, 1, and he is off. Will it be him going against Stone Crusher, or will it be his brother Adam Anderson and Grave Digger going against Stone Crusher? Your time for Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger is an 18.71. Can Grave Digger best it? Or will Son of a Digger move on to the semifinals to go up against Charlie Pauken and Stone Crusher? Remember, Grave Digger has to take this lane. even though it's been slower. 3, 2, 1. Gravedigger is off. He has to do better than an 18. Your time to beat was an 18.71 by Son of a Digger, and your time for Gravedigger is a 17.20. Gravedigger is moving on to the semifinals to go against Stone Crusher. And the same rules apply in each round. So that was the third and final matchup of round 2. And now it's off to the semifinals, which will which will determine the 2 trucks that go to the finals to go to head-to-head to be crowned the Speed Challenge winners. And let's waste no time getting started as soon as we figure out who's all in. Okay. I know I just said who's all in, but I'm trying to draw a line to separate the times from round 1 and round 2. Alright, let's waste no time. So it's not going to be Todd LeDuc kicking us off. Instead, it's going to be Caleb Blood and Soldier Fortune Black Ops. She had the fastest time in round 1, so she got the round 2 bye, automatically advanced into the semifinals. And then because El Toro Loco had the fastest time, he got another chance, or the fastest time in round 1, he got another chance to do it again. So remember, round 2, this lane was not very good. So Caleb Blood's potentially giving the win to Todd LeDuc in Blue Thunder, unless she can make it work. Because remember, Gravedigger was the only truck in round 2 to make this lane work. But will it work in the semifinals, or will the other one continue to work? Only one way to find out. 3, 2, 1. Hit any jumps other than the designated jump for the speed and skill, or the speed challenge. If you do, that is a penalty, and that will be a 5-second penalty. So your time for Soldier Fortune Black Ops is just 18 seconds, 18.00. And now it's time for Todd LeDuc in Blue Thunder. Will he be moving on to the finals? Or will Caleb Blood in Soldier Fortune Black Ops be moving on to the finals? Let's find out. There's only one way to find out. Remember, Todd has to take the other lane. Three, 2, 1. And Todd is off. So it took Caleb Blood 18 seconds to get around. Here's Todd. And as the timer paused as soon as he hit that jump, and the time to beat is 18 seconds, and your score, or your time for Blue Thunder is a 17.95. He is moving on to the finals literally by 0.5 seconds. He beats Caleb Blood in Soldier Fortune. I guess the bye has, the round 2 bye has a curse, because Todd LeDuc in Blue Thunder makes it happen, even though it's by 0.5 seconds, and beats Soldier Fortune Black Ops. And now our second and last matchup of the semifinals. We got Stone Crusher versus Gravedigger. Which truck moving on? Let's see. Who will go up against Todd LeDuc in the finals? Will it be Charlie Pauken and Stone Crusher? Or will it be Adam Anderson and Gravedigger? Stone Crusher's gonna take the same lane Caleb Blood did. 3. Oh wait, he's gotta come to a complete stop. 3, 2, 1. Oh, he actually went before the stopwatch started because the judge literally missed the start button, and we will have to see if the judge still gives him a 2-second penalty. And the judge is gonna say redo. So he's gonna redo his run instead of receiving a penalty because the judge said it was on them. He still has to keep the same lane though. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go. The stopwatch has began. And Charlie is off yet again. So your time for Charlie Pauken in Stone Crusher is an 18.33. He got a chance to redo it because the judge said it was on them that the stopwatch did not start. And can Adam Anderson and Gravedigger best that and move on to the finals? Or will Charlie Pauken drive his way into the finals to face Todd LeDuc? Alright. Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. He has to take the other lane, and he couldn't be any more prouder. This lane saw Todd LeDuc best Soldier Fortune Black Ops by 0.5 seconds. Can Gravedigger beat Stone Crusher? 3, 2, 1. Remember, the time to beat is a 18.33, and your time for Gravedigger is a 15.60. I think we did see one truck get to 15 in the first round. Oh no, the lowest was 17.03 by El Toro Loco. So that is a new record, and that means it will be Gravedigger versus Adam Anderson and Gravedigger versus Todd LeDuc and Blue Thunder. And Todd LeDuc gets to kick us off to start the finals. Who will be the Speed Challenge champion? Will it be Gravedigger or will it be Blue Thunder? Again, only one way to find out. Bari Musauer, who drives Zombie, he drove Blue Thunder in that Salt Lake City event, remember? And he won the Speed Challenge in day 2. So, is that enough luck for Todd LeDuc to win the Speed Challenge in Blue Thunder? He's going to choose the lane that he went with the last 2 rounds. 3, 2, 1. And this is the finals, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, all rules from the other ones apply to this one, too. We're gonna pretend that did not happen, but alright, ladies and gentlemen, so your time for Blue Thunder is a 19.31. Yikes. That leaves the door open for Adam Anderson and Gravedigger to beat him in the other lane. Alrighty. Time for Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. Adam Anderson and Gravedigger won it in Salt Lake City in the first event. Looking to do the same here in the first show here. 3, 2, 1. So that was the only reason he will not be getting a penalty, is because he hit the proper jump first before he hit that one. So that is the reason why that one will not be a penalty. But your time to beat is a 19.31 by Blue Thunder. And Gravedigger turns another 15-second run, a 15.76. Your speed challenge winner, Gravedigger. So there are 12 trucks in this event, and what happens is, for the points for the speed challenge, is the winner gets 12 points. So Gravedigger will receive 12 points, Blue Thunder will receive 11, and then we just go like that. So whoever finished runner-up to each truck, no truck will get more than their normal set of points. So Gravedigger will only get 12, and Blue Thunder will only get 11, despite making it to other rounds. They get those for making the finals. Soldier Fortune will receive, or Stone Crusher will receive 10. Soldier Fortune Black Ops will receive 9 points, and so forth. And we will get that all determined after this short intermission. It's actually not going to be that short of an intermission. It will be a little bit long. But regardless, when we get back, we will determine how all the points are going to go out and to whom. And then we will start our two-wheel skills competition after we go over the rules. Until then, we will be right back. You're watching Monster Jam from Anaheim right here on YouTube TV Network. Gravedigger gets it done in the speed challenge. Welcome back to Monster Jam action here in Anaheim. Sorry about that. But we got the points figured out for the speed challenge. So obviously Gravedigger receives 12, Blue Thunder receives 11 for making it, those two receive those points for making it all the way to the finals. And then, just 1 second, we will tell you who gets. Okay, so then Stone Crusher will receive 10, Soldier Fortune Black Ops receives 9 for making it all the way to the semifinals. And then, Son of a Digger and Mohawk Warrior. Son of a Digger receives 8, Mohawk Warrior receives 7. They made it to round 2. El Toro Loco gets 6 for making it to round 2. Max D gets 5. He didn't last long, but Earthshaker gets 4. Bakugan Dragonoid gets 3. Mashima Husky gets 2, and Whiplash gets 1. So far, if this was the end of the event, Gravedigger would be your overall event champion with 12 points. But, I mean, it's not. We still got 2 more competitions to go. Our Skills Challenge, and then everyone's favorite, Monster Jam Freestyle. Now, Gravedigger will go last for the Skills Challenge since he won. And we are going to determine who is going to kick us off by putting all 12 trucks into a lucky wheel and then spinning it. So first, we got to insert the trucks, and then we will give the wheel a spin to determine who goes first. Gravedigger will be the only truck and not... Oh, actually, no. He will have to be in it. Never mind. I was going to say, Gravedigger will be the only truck not in it because he's going last, but if I don't put him in, then I'm going to forget for freestyle. So if it lands on Gravedigger, we spin again because he goes last. And then after we insert all the names and determine who goes first, we will get that truck out. And then we will go over the rules.
This whole video, Mason.
We'll go over the rules after we determine who goes first and get that truck out. And then we will kick off our Skills Challenge. Remember, you can do wheelies or a donut, any type of wheelie. Stoppie, slap wheelie, sky wheelie, or a bicycle. And the points for this round are the same. The winner gets 12, and then it goes all the way down to 1 point. And that's towards the overall event championship at the conclusion of Event 1. And then we take those points from today, tomorrow. So whatever you get today in the overall event championship, tomorrow we will take those points and add them up with the total points for the truck in the overall event tomorrow, and that will determine who leads the series after 2 events. Alright, let's determine who is going first for 2 wheel skills. Okay, so it looks like Whiplash is kicking us off. Let's bring out Whiplash. So instead of the time, remember, we are giving them a score. So whatever the judges think they deserve is what they get. And it goes anywhere from a 10 all the way to no score. And if you get no score, that means you probably rolled before you even got one attempt in. Like, you attempted it and then, like, rolled. So remember the rules of 2 wheel skills. It's only 2 attempts in stadiums. You can do a bicycle, slap wheelie, sky wheelie, stoppie, or you can choose to do donuts. And if you roll the truck over on its side or completely over, that is the end of your wheelies. Alright, let's kick things off here. Oh, there's a nice sky wheelie there to kick things off. That does not count as a hit, by the way, the second thing she hit. Coming up. So Kristen Anderson here giving us a good start. Looking for the car stack for her second and final attempt. And got a nice little sky wheelie out of it. Judges are going to say that deserves a 6. So Whiplash gets a 6 for the skills challenge. Alright, let's determine who's coming up next. Whiplash and Gravedigger cannot happen because Gravedigger goes last and Whiplash already went, so if it lands on Whiplash, we spin again. Alright. Cynthia Garther and Monster Mutt Husky gonna come out here next. I think a 6 was fair for Whiplash there, only because it wasn't really anything too hyped up. I mean, she hit a few sky wheelies in there, but that second one wasn't really that good enough to give a higher score for it. Oh, Cynthia's going for this car stack over here. Do a small bicycle, that's not gonna count right there, by the way. So she still has one more hit. Oh, she kind of put that into a stoppie, but same thing like Whiplash's run. Just not anything to hype up. And the judges are gonna give her a 7. So give it up for both Kristen Anderson and Cynthia Garther. Actually, you know what? We will remove the trucks that already went. We'll just put them back in for free sale. Okay. Oh, Stone Crusher's going next. What am I doing? I spun again on accident. So we're just gonna close that. Alright, so Stone Crusher up next. Charlie Pauken. Made it all the way to the semi-final round in the Speed Challenge. And fell short to Gravedigger. He is looking to pick up the win here. And two-wheel skills, or even just donuts. Whatever you want to call it. Oh, I think Charlie's gonna try something nobody has yet. Oh. Didn't really work out for him that much. He's gonna try the same thing Whiplash tried. And couldn't really get anything out of that. The judges are disappointed and they are giving him a 1. So currently, Monster Mutt Husky leads with a 7. Alright, let's determine who's going next. If it lands on Gravedigger, we spin again. Also, that's clapping on the spin the wheel. Don't know why they added that in there. Don't ask me. I couldn't tell you. Alright, Tristan England and Earthshaker coming out here for the skills challenge. Oh, he tricked us. We thought he was going to do donuts. Into a stoppie. That's the first time we saw that. Also, don't worry about the body coming off, because They will fix it. For freestyle all the way over, back onto all 4 BKT tires. Your score to beat is a 7 by Monster Mud Husky, and your score for Earthshaker is an 8. So Earthshaker is your new leader in the skills challenge. Also, we do need a timer because I just remembered if they do donuts, they have to do it for 1 minute. Just like arenas. Alright, let's determine who's going next. El Toro Loco. Jamie Gardner and El Toro Loco. He got knocked out in round 1 by Charlie Pauken and Stone Crusher of the Speed Challenge. And then, because Caleb Blood got the round 2 bye, he then had the 4th fastest time in round 1, so he got another chance, only to get knocked out again. And the Angry Bull is looking for a dub. How about that? A sky wheelie into a wheelie, something we have not seen. Going for another sky wheelie. Back onto all 4 BKT tires. And you see him blowing the smoke out of the nose. The score to beat is an 8 by Earthshaker, and your score for El Toro Loco is a 9, so he is your new leader. So far, no truck has gotten a 10. Judges aren't that impressed. Gonna need something really good. Coming up next for 2-wheel skills or donuts is Bakugan Dragonoid. People might ask, well, why aren't they considering the air the truck gets during 2-wheel skills? It's not the air. The air does not matter. It's how well it's the best out of 2 hits that determines your score. What's Camden gonna do here? Is he gonna try the Tom Mint special? Uh-oh. Back on all 4 BKTs, though. Look at that! He did the Tom Mint special, except Tom usually does it backwards. He'll back up. And we are getting word that both hits on the backflip ramp counted, so that hit he just did not count. Score to beat is a 9 by El Toro Loco. And your score for Bakugan Dragonoid is a 5. They weren't impressed with that. He did the Tom Mintz special, but they weren't impressed with how it began, I guess, and only gave him a 5 for that. And personally, if I was a judge, I probably would have gave him a 10 for the effort, but you know what? You got to get 2 good hits, and I could see why they didn't. Up next is Caleb Blood in Soldier Fortune Black Ops. She took the two-wheel skills victory, or the skills victory, in the first event in Salt Lake City. Does she have what it takes to get the two-wheel skills victory or skills victory here in Anaheim 2? Oh, she's gonna do a donut. And she has began, so has that timer. Her body did not touch the ground, so she is allowed to save it. She is over this time with 44 seconds left. Score to beat is currently a 9 by El Toro Loco. And your score for Caleb Blood and Soldier Fortune Black Ops is a 4. El Toro Loco still leads. The reason why she got a 4 is she left 44 seconds on the clock. You have to complete the time doing the donuts without completely rolling over to wow the judges, and unfortunately Kayla laid it over, so they had to come out and upright her, and very unfortunate too. Coming up next is the runner-up in the speed challenge, Todd LeDuc in Blue Thunder. After Todd LeDuc, we only got 4 trucks left to go. Remember, Gravedigger goes last, so he will be the 4th and final truck. Blue Thunder did donuts both days in Salt Lake City, but Todd LeDuc's behind the wheel. And that was only big air, so something tells me the judges are not going to be his friends in this one. And he didn't even get any wheelie in there. Score to beat is a 9 by El Toro Loco. And your score for Blue Thunder is a big fat 0. The judges gave him a 0 because he didn't hit a single wheelie. It was just air. And El Toro Loco loves to see all these trucks getting low scores because he currently sits in the lead with a 9. No truck has gotten a 10 yet. Alright. Now keep in mind, a truck could tie with him and get a 9. And then he would be the new leader. And that would knock El Toro Loco into second place. But let's determine who's going next here. Up next we have... looks like we're spinning again. Up next, we have Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. Will he be the first truck to get the first 10? Let's find out. Alright, Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger going out for his 2 hits. He's going to try the Max D special. Let's see if he can get it to work. Okay, 2-timed wheelie there. But I think in order to wow the judges to give him a 10, he's got to hit something really big here. There he goes for it. Sky wheelie! Oh, and he is over to complete his wheelies. Score to beat is a 9 by El Toro Loco. And your score for Son of a Digger is... He is the first truck to receive a 10 during two-wheel or skills, and Son of a Digger is your new leader. That just leaves 3 trucks left. Whichever truck does not get selected will go next, and then it will be Gravedigger. So Mohawk Warrior will be going next as Max D has been selected. Keep in mind, these next few trucks could get a 10 tie with Son of a Digger and knock him down into second place and even down farther, even though it's a tie. Well, Tom had 2 trucks completely steal his special, so he's not even going to try that. Oh, not even a wheelie. Second attempt. Oh, sky wheelie. And he lays it over on its lid. That was his last attempt anyway. The judges look at it, and they say it's only worth a 3. Yikes. So up next, we got Bryce Kinney and Mohawk Warrior. Will Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger take the Skills Challenge win, or will Bryce Kinney or his brother Adam Anderson knock him out down into second place? Bryce Kinney could knock him into second, and Adam could knock him into third by knocking Bryce into second. We'll have to see here. There's a sky wheelie. Oh, he is over! Bryce Kinney is over on his first attempt. Oh. The judges look at it. They're going to give him a score. They're going to give him a 2. Bryce Kinney could not make it happen. And that just leaves 1 truck left. Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. Oh, that first hit, I don't think Gravedigger's getting a 10 either. That first hit was not the best. There's a sky wheelie. And that hit did not count because Gravedigger's run already came to an end. And they're going to look at it, and they're going to say that's worth a 9, so Gravedigger will take second place. El Toro Loco will be knocked down in the third because it's a tie. And that means Adam Anderson and Son of a Digger is your Skills Challenge winner. So Gravedigger won the Speed Challenge, and Adam Anderson and Son of a Digger won the Skills Challenge. And that just leaves 1 more event tonight to complete, and that is everyone's favorite Monster Jam Freestyle. And we will go over the rules for that after Ryan Anderson parks his truck up here, and after we get in the scores and official results from the Skills Challenge, and we will tell you that when we get back, so don't go anywhere. You're watching Monster Jam on YouTube TV Network. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Just a reminder for tomorrow's event, the skills challenge will go in reverse that it did today as we welcome you back. So, Blue Thunder, since he finished dead last with a big fat 0, he will go first tomorrow in the skills challenge. And since Son of a Digger won, he will go last. So it will go Blue Thunder, Stone Crusher, Mohawk Warrior, Max D, Soldier Fortune Black Ops, Bakugan Dragonoid, Whiplash, Monster Husky, Earthshaker, El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, and then Son of a Digger. And it is time for everyone's favorite Monster Jam freestyle for show 1. So Son of a Digger takes 12 points that round. So 2 Andersons take 12 points. Gravedigger takes the first 12 points by winning the speed challenge, and Son of a Digger takes the second 12 points for the skills challenge. Who will take 12 points for everyone's favorite Monster Jam freestyle? Now, tonight we are going to spin a wheel to determine who goes when, but same thing for freestyle as 2-wheel skills. Whoever wins tonight will go last tomorrow. And whoever finishes last tonight in freestyle will go first tomorrow. And such and such. And then before we end our live, we will determine the overall event champion. And then get ready to add those points with any points they get tomorrow to determine where they stand at in the Stadium Championship Series. Next Saturday and Sunday, I don't know if there's 2 shows there, I'd have to see, but at least next Saturday and Sunday, if there's 2 shows. If not, then it'll just be Saturday. It's off to San Diego for our second round, or our third stop, because this would be the first 2 stops. Our third stop of the season for the Stadium Championship Series. And the second Division 2 for the arena kicks off Monday with their very first 2 stops in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. And then Division 1 for the arena continues action with their third stop in Wilkes-Barre on Wednesday and Thursday night. So let's spin the wheel to determine who's going first for freestyle. Remember, any truck could end up first, even Gravedigger or Max D. Max D went second in the arena stop the other night. And kicking us off for freestyle is Blue Thunder, Todd LeDuc. And Blue Thunder gonna come out here. Now let's go over some rules before we begin. So each truck gets 2 minutes in regulation to wow the judges and to do any stunts they want. Wheelies, slap wheelies, bicycles, sky wheelies, backflips, big air jumps, and maybe barrel rolls if you see them. If the judges think they did good enough in their regulation, they will give them a 60-second overtime. Once that 60-second overtime is up, that is the run for tonight. They will be scored by the judges, and it's out of 10 again. And then, yeah. So, who's ready for Monster Jam freestyle? I know I am. Get on your feet, ladies and gentlemen, as we got Todd LeDuc and Blue Thunder kicking us off. Remember, the time starts on their first jump, so until Todd hits his first jump, that time won't start. Now, if he starts with donuts, the time will still start because that's a hit. That technically counts as a hit, so if he starts with donuts, then the time will still start. But it is until he hits that first jump or starts doing donuts that the time will not start. Here he goes, eyeballing this. And the time starts now. How about that? A backflip already. Just started. Todd already throwing down out here, going for some big air and a nice sky wheelie there. Gonna hit that racing lane from the other side where we did the speed challenge earlier tonight. And remember, if they roll it on their side, they get 3 seconds to uprate it. Otherwise, their run is done. That's some more big air there for him. And if they completely turtle the truck, their run is done. How about another backflip in the air? Todd already throwing down, and he's our first freestyle of the night, hard into the wall. And his crew's already going to have to replace body flannels, and we're already going to see a 10 to start. That's the third backflip for Blue Thunder. Nice jump there by Todd. 58 seconds to go in regulation. He's hit 3 backflips. Todd might have just won freestyle. We don't know, though, because people could always tie with him. If this does not get overtime, that's going to be disappointing. The only way I could see him not getting overtime is if he rolls over before he gets a chance to. Going for another backflip attempt. And he's going to land him into a wheelie for number 4. And another backflip. What is that? Todd over, but he puts that back onto all 4 BKT tires. You fans are in for a show already. Todd LeDuc not wasting any time. First truck out for freestyle, already putting on a show. Gonna get some nice air there off that jump. 5 seconds to go in regulation. He's gonna hit that jump. Got him into trouble. And regulation is over, but he is over on his lid. And that's gonna do it for Blue Thunder. And the judges, without a doubt, are giving him a 10 for that run. 5 backflips to kick things off. 5 backflips for Blue Thunder. Alright. Unfortunately, he rolled over completely, turtled the truck. So he unfortunately won't be able to get overtime for that run. But give it up for Todd LeDuc in Blue Thunder, and he might just get the chance to go last tomorrow. But we still got 11 trucks to go. And a truck can always tie with him. And stop that. Alright, who's going next for freestyle? We already had the ride of a lifetime. And that's what stadiums allow you to do. They allow you to get bigger air like that and do flips like that. As Soldier Fortune Black Ops, put your hands together for Caleb Blood. And Soldier Fortune Black Ops going to come out here for the second truck out. I don't even know what I just saw there by Todd LeDuc. That freestyle was wild. Let me know what you thought about that freestyle in the comments below. Alright, so remember, timer starts on Kayla's first jump, and she's just going to go for this one right in front of her. Get some nice air off of it. She's going to go over the cars. And some more big air for Kayla. During the skills challenge, she tried some donuts and didn't work out too well for her. She got the second round bye in the speed challenge. And automatically advanced to the semifinals, only to lose to Blue Thunder. And she's going to have to put down a ride of a lifetime to not lose to him again. Backflip there. Caleb Blood lands it. A nice big air there and sky wheelie for Caleb Blood into a bicycle. Into the container, into trouble. Got to put that back on all 4 BKTs to continue. Kayla is over. 1 Mississippi and back on all 4 BKTs. Kayla's gonna hit these little jammers here with the cars on them. How about that? Oh, she's gonna hit the monster jam side of the backflip. Yes! Backflip number 2 into a wheelie, hitting that backflip ramp, shedding that body. She don't care. The mechanics will replace it for show 2 tomorrow. A nice hit there. And if she gets overtime and fills that, she's definitely gonna end up having to take the lead. There's no way. But then again, think about it. Todd did 5 backflips, so I don't really know. I think Todd would still lead, even if she did. Unless if she put down the ride of a lifetime. She has to do at least 3 more backflips to even be in contention to tie with Todd. I think the max, I think she could get a 10, but I don't think it'd be enough to take the lead. Even though she would be the next truck to get it. Attempt number 3. Unless if she somehow hit a double backflip, but she landed that backflip. Needless to say, 1 second left in regulation. And that does it for Caleb Blood. In regulation, and they're going to give her overtime. So it's not over yet, folks, and that timer will start on her first hit again. And she's going to start right here. Caleb Blood's still going to give you guys a ride, even if it doesn't take the lead. She does not care if she loses to Blue Thunder again, because she knows there's another event tomorrow. 4th attempt. Here we go. Oh, that didn't work out. Oh, it did. Into a backflip. She's got to hit at least one more of those to even try to contend with Todd. Kayla Blood going for some big air. And do a wheelie. Wheelie jump. Backflip. It's considered a backflip. She's got to save it. 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, back on all 4 BKTs. That technically would have been 3 Mississippis. And if they don't have it back on all 4 BKTs within a few seconds after we say 3 Mississippi, that means they are done. And her run will come to an end. That last jump will count as she hit it as time expired. Give it up for Kayla Blood and Soldier Fortune Black Ops. Our first 2 freestyles were the rides of a lifetime. And technically speaking, she did get 5 backflips in that segment, because remember that one where she got upside down completely and then had to save it where we got to 3 Mississippi. So let me know down in the comments below. Should she get the lead? What should the judges do? Should they give her the lead for that? Or should Todd LeDuc and Blue Thunder still have the lead? We need to know ASAP though, because we gotta get into this next freestyle. We don't want to keep anybody waiting. So should Blue Thunder keep the lead, or should it go to Soldier Fortune? What do you guys think? If I don't get a response, then then the judge has to decide. Will it be Blue Thunder's night, or will Kayla Blood be laughing at Blue Thunder? Kayla's going to drive to the back. They're going to put a new body on her truck. They have already got one on Blue Thunder. We just got word. Getting him ready for Event 2 tomorrow. Well, they've already got it ready. They're going to put it on after the show. They're going to get Kayla's ready to put on after the show. Okay, since we did not get a response, the judges have decided to grant Kayla Blood the lead. And she gets a perfect 10 for that. So Blue Thunder, this is the first time he's gotten knocked out of anything by Soldier Fortune tonight. Let's see who the third truck is going to be for freestyle. He went third in the second arena event in Salt Lake City, but Tom Mintz and Maximum Destruction going to go third here. The wheel has not been very friendly to Tom, making him go third, but you know what? He's going to have to do something even better than Kayla and Todd combined to beat them. We could potentially have 3 10s in a row here, ladies and gentlemen. So remember, that timer starts on his first jump. Looks like he's going to start with his cars, and his timer starts now. Big air into a bicycle, into the container. Going to have to back up, and he's just going to go right back over that jump. So far, we've only had 1 rollover, and that was at the end of their run. So in the middle of their run, no truck has been eaten by this track yet. The only rollover happened at the end of Todd LeDuc's run and Blue Thunder. Here goes Tom for some massive air, landing into a bicycle hard on the left side, doing a flip into her sidewalls, upside down, a roll, and what a save that might... Okay, I'm sorry to say it, but even though those 2 did 5 backflips, I think that save right there would be enough for Tom to get the lead. That is just my own personal opinion, but he's still got plenty of time. He's got to do more. We can't just base it off a save. "45 seconds to go. Tom in trouble. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, back on all 4 BKTs. He can continue with his freestyle. Backflip, landing into a stoppie. 20 seconds to go. Then regulation for Tom, landing hard on that left side. Nine seconds left in regulation. And his final hit for regulation is going to be a backflip that he lands, and the judges are going to give him overtime. So this is the second truck in a row to receive overtime. As soon as he hits his first jump, that will start the time. He's going into a backflip to start overtime, and that did not work out. That only landed him into a wheelie, into a bicycle, onto some sidewalls, into another save. Tom Mintz didn't put down as good of a ride as Caleb Blood in Soldier Fortune and Todd LeDuc did. But you know what? All these saves, you wonder if all these saves could literally get him the lead, because there are some crazy saves in here. What even is that jump? Going for some big air. And here come the sparks. Uh-oh, that might get him into trouble. Tom, upside down into a stoppie. Another backflip for Tom. He gets one last hit that counts. Tom's gonna do a backflip, and that's gonna end his run, and he's gonna roll over at the end of his run back onto all four BKT tires. A stoppie, wheelie, backflip, and big air to end his freestyle run. He has filled both regulation and overtime, just like Soldier Fortune. The judges look at it, and they're gonna give him a 9. So Caleb Blood in Soldier Fortune Black Ops continues to lead. Give it up for Tom Mintz and Maximum Destruction. Alright. The fourth truck out tonight for freestyle. Gotta get that clock set back to 2 minutes. Bakugan Dragonoid. Camden Murphy gonna come out here and do some freestyle. Again, a lot of people have been digging this truck. I actually didn't even see this truck for the first time until 2019. In Detroit, we saw him again, I believe, last year and this year. Also, tomorrow, the 4 that currently sit lowest in the stadium championship, as that will start his time, but the 4 trucks that sit lowest, so from 8th down to 12th, whoever sits 8th through 12th in the standings after tomorrow will be knocked out of the next show, and 4 new trucks will be put into the next show. So the 4 trucks that get knocked out will go to arenas or whatever. And Bakugan Dragonoid in trouble. He saves it to prevent from being the first truck eaten by this track. At least in the middle of his run. Nice backflip. Oh, I thought that was going to be a double into a bicycle jump. Also coming up after us, we got a brand new episode of GTA 5 Live PD later than normal, but still coming up next right here on YouTube TV Network. But we still got our post-event coverage to do before that, which shouldn't take long, because we just got to get in the final results for freestyle. Then we got to determine the overall event champion, and then we got to get things ready to go for tomorrow, so we will tell you who's going first again for what event tomorrow. And then we will also determine the trucks competing against each other in the speed challenge. Uh-oh, we thought Camden was going to be in trouble again, but he saves it yet again. into a bicycle. Gonna go into another backflip attempt. That's not gonna be a good backflip attempt. In fact, that's into a wheelie. And the judges look at it. They are gonna give him overtime. So he is the third truck in a row to receive overtime. And that is because Todd LeDuc was unable to make it to overtime because he rolled at the end of his run. And Camden's time starts now for overtime. How about that backflip to start things off? Oh, that would be number 5. Oh, Monster Jam side time. There it is. No! Camden could not pull it down. He's in trouble. Puts it back down on all 4 BKTs. He still could tie with Caleb Blood and Soldier Fortune Black Ops though, because he did 5 backflips. There it goes. That is backflip number 6. 8 seconds left, so he will get 2 more hits, the judges have said. So this hit, and whatever one he decides to hit, unless if he rolls. So he gets 1 more hit, that will count. Going for some big air to end his run. And he's gonna just drive up onto the car stack. Judges look at it. And they say Camden does deserve a 10. So Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid, your new leader. As the score to beat remains a 10. So that knocks Caleb Blood into 2nd, Blue Thunder into 3rd, and Max D into 4th. Alright, who's going next for freestyle? Next up, we got Charlie Pawkin and Stone Crusher. Gonna come out here and freestyle it up for you Monster Jam fans. Whoop. Hit the wrong thing, ladies and gentlemen. I've done that before. He's gonna get cocky. He started things with a backflip. And that counts. Even though he landed on the front 2 tires, that counts. He started things with a backflip for his freestyle run. And Charlie with some nice big air and a sky wheelie there. Into the shipping container. Another backflip attempt. And we still have 1 truck, or not 1 truck. We still have yet to have a truck eaten by this track in the middle of their run. Remember, Todd LeDuc went over at the conclusion of regulation as the clock went off. So that's the only rollover that has happened so far, but no truck has ended their run early due to a rollover yet. Knock on wood. Oh, Charlie Pawkin could be the first. Never mind. Roll it back onto all 4 BKT tires. He can continue with his freestyle. Okay. That's a little dangerous. Charlie is over. And good thing we knocked on wood. With 41 seconds to go in his run, Charlie Pawkin ends it. And he is the first truck to be eaten by the track in the middle of his run. Charlie gets flipped back over, but he's going to drive up here and let all the fans see that Monster Jam truck as it is all tore up. And the judges have given him a 6 for that run, so not going to be his deck of cards tonight. He'll have to try again tomorrow. But up next, we got Kristen Anderson and Whiplash. She watched both her brothers Adam win the speed challenge and Ryan win the the skills challenge. Will she be able to match Bakugan Dragonoid to take the lead, and will she win freestyle? Alien Invasion currently leads the Division 1 for the arena standings. Thanks to Kristen driving it in the 2 events. Time starts on her first jump. And she's gonna hit that first one right there for a nice little bit of air. And how about that? That was even more air. Big jump for Kristen. Into a backflip. Into a bicycle up the jump too. Kristen getting thrown all over the track here. Charlie Paukin and Stone Crusher was the track's first victim in the middle of his run. Kristen sure doesn't want to be the next. To Mississippi and into a wheelie. Here she goes for another backflip attempt, and she's gonna land it. "56 seconds to go in regulation. She's got to do something other than that little bit to get overtime. And that might be what gets her overtime right there. How about that moonwalk? Drifting. We thought she was going for the racing lane, but she's going for that big jump. She tricked us again. More massive air for Kristen. Hard into the container. Over onto 2 wheels into a stoppie. And back over with 15 seconds to go in regulation. She is definitely going to get some overtime here. And how about that? That is the 4th backflip for her. Actually, 3rd. We lied. That is the 3rd backflip. She gets one more hit in regulation. And that did not count as a backflip. It counted as big air and a bicycle. And they're going to let her get some overtime here. It's on her first jump. Time starts, and it starts now. So far, every truck except for Blue Thunder has gotten overtime. A few trucks could not get it going on the backflip ramp, and that was Bakugan Dragonoid. And so far, Whiplash, but the amount of backflips they did outside the backflip ramp that is number 5 for her. That is why he got the score he did. And he did 6 actually, so I would not be surprised if Kristen does something that really wows the judges to take the lead. 14 seconds to go in her run, and Kristen sends it. Behind the containers, up the jammer as time expires into a stoppie. And the judges give Kristen Anderson and Whiplash an 8, and the score to beat remains a 10 by Bakugan Dragonoid. So it was not good enough for the judges. They wanted to see more. Unfortunate too, as the next truck out for freestyle will be Tristan England in Earthshaker. His first jump starts the time. And that begins time for Earthshaker. And already lost both sides of that body. But he does not care. Big air there. So far hasn't done anything to wow the judges, but he's still got a minute 42 to do so. Well, other than the backflip. The backflip, I guess you could consider wowed the judges, but it's not going to be enough to take the lead if his run would have came to an end there. And a corkscrew. This might take the lead because we have not seen a truck do a corkscrew. A backflip into another backflip attempt. How about that? Tristan England in his stadium debut, throwing it down in freestyle. 66 seconds to go in his freestyle run in regulation. Bicycle there. Nice big air. So far, Charlie Pauken in Stone Crusher is the only truck to have been eaten by this track in the middle of his run. Tristan England could be the second. Never mind. Back on all four BKT tires. He can continue with his freestyle. I think even if he would have rolled over, that corkscrew would have helped him get the lead or pretty darn close to it. 14 seconds, and you already know he's going to get some overtime. There's no doubt in my mind because of that corkscrew he did. Operates the truck again. 4 seconds. One more hit for regulation. And there he goes into a backflip. And then up onto this tabletop to end regulation. And they're going to let him get off of that, and his first jump will start the time. He's going to get cocky too. And backflip to start it. Oh, that could have been a double, and he's over. Tristan England is over, and that is the second truck to have been eaten by this track in the middle of their run. But it is going to be a 10 from the judges and take the lead because of that corkscrew. I knew it. Earthshaker, your new leader here in freestyle. That is 4 10s that have been given out, ladies and gentlemen. He is the only truck, though, to not fill overtime, but because of that corkscrew, that saved him. I don't think if he wouldn't have done that corkscrew in regulation and got overtime, I don't think if he would have did that corkscrew in regulation, that he would have gotten that 10 in overtime because he didn't fill his time. Let's see the next truck out. Only 5 trucks remain, including this next one, which will be Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. Gonna come out here. Remember, first hit starts the time. He's gonna go for some massive air to start his freestyle. Earthshaker is currently your leader. Some more big air for Son of a Digger. Gonna whip it around here. Hit the container. And then he's gonna go for some more big air there. Into a bicycle. Gonna hit this jammer. And then they're gonna hit the car stack jammer. I'm not even sure what that is. Well, Ryan's got to do something else if he wants overtime, because he could very much be the first truck that does not get overtime. Lining up for that backflip ramp on the Monster Jam side. Nice backflip there with 42 seconds to go in his freestyle run. Going back for this tabletop jump into another backflip. Ryan in trouble. Back on all 4 BKT tires, though. He can continue with his freestyle. Nice air there. Gonna go up and over that jammer, a little sideways there. And into another save. Oh! Multiple backflip and a roll. That roll should help him get into overtime if he doesn't roll over on this last hit completely. And it's another backflip. And his first hit. He's going to get overtime. So far, only Blue Thunder has not gotten overtime. Is it possible that 11 trucks could get overtime out of the 12? Oh, some massive air here. Nice jump there. Ryan in trouble again, but back onto all 4 BKTs. See, based off of what I've seen, I don't think this really... Oh, it could possibly take the lead because of that roll. If he fills overtime. But then again, Tristan England, he did not fill overtime. And he still got the lead because of a corkscrew. So I think even if Ryan ends it early before time expires here in overtime, he might have the lead here. Back on all 4 BKTs. And looks like he has time running down. He will get one more hit. That will count. And he's going for some more big air there. Give it up for Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. Judge, the score to beat is a 10. And currently Earthshaker leads. And the judges say a 10. So your new leader is Son of a Digger. And that is yet another 10 given out. That will be the 5th 10 given out tonight for freestyle. Blue Thunder had a killer run to kick things off. And so did 4 other trucks that got 10s. Next up will be Jamie Gardner and El Toro Loco. We've only had 2 trucks eaten by this track in the middle of their run, and that is Earthshaker and Stone Crusher. Set that back to 2 minutes. Alright, Jamie Gardner and El Toro Loco coming out here. Thought he had 2 wheel skills, one, and did not happen. I said El Toro Loco, let's go. 4 trucks, including El Toro Loco, remain. Oh, he's gonna go for some really big air to kick things off. Already damaged that tailgate. Time starts now. That's some nice air there. Oh, the smoke out. Look at that truck already. This is exactly what he looked like in Detroit when we went to the show. And you can't even recognize El Toro Loco anymore. El Toro Loco with a nice jump there. Over, back onto all 4 BKTs though. So far the judges aren't really that impressed. El Toro Loco's got to find something to do that will impress the judges. Every truck has a tipped backflip. He goes over the backflip ramp, but still gets a backflip. I've never seen a truck actually go over the backflip ramp and still complete the backflip. We'll have to see what the judges think. One more hit for El Toro Loco. And how about that rotation? And the judges have decided to not give him overtime, and they only give him a 5. Not what El Toro Loco wanted. Unfortunate. Son of a Digger continues to lead it. Alright, 3 trucks to go, including the one that gets the lucky dog going next. Up next, Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. Can he get a 10 and be the 6th truck to get a 10 and knock his brother out of the lead? Adam's time begins now. El Toro Loco and Blue Thunder, the only 2 trucks to not get overtime. And Gravedigger, nice backflip there. You know Gravedigger's gonna be going for a few of those, including some massive air. Tried to land on the tires, and does. He lands it into a wheelie. Where's Gravedigger going? The backflip ramp. There he goes. Oh, didn't get the rotation he wanted though. On his side. Back onto all 4 BKTs into a bicycle. Gravedigger might not get overtime either if he can't do something good. I mean, the backflips are good, but you gotta do something just besides that. And here's the first truck to go for donuts. We have not seen donuts yet tonight, except for Soldier Fortune in the Skills Challenge. We hit some donuts there. Trying this again. This time he gets the rotation he wants, but it only counts as big air and a slap wheelie. Destroying that body, still onto some sidewalls and into a save. Big jump there for Gravedigger. 16 seconds to go in regulation. If he goes for another backflip and nails it, he might get overtime. And as time expires, hey wait, it rolled back over. And the judges are going to give him overtime just because he did the donuts that we had not seen. Time starts on his first jump, and that begins now. So Gravedigger does some donuts, which we have not seen yet from any monster truck. And that gets him into overtime. We thought for sure he was on his side. If he would have been on his side at the end of his run, that would have been the end of his run, but it went back on all 4 BKT tires, so he's able to do overtime. What a save that was, into another sidewall on top of that jump. Gravedigger is over with 30 seconds left in overtime. And the judges look at it, and they are going to give him a 9, so he ties with Max D. Finally, something different than a 10. But he still ties with Max D for a 9, so Gravedigger did an alright job with the saves, but fortunately not enough to take the lead, and his brother Ryan Anderson sits in the lead still. Alright, who's going next? Whoever goes next determines who goes last. Up next, we have Cynthia Garther in Monster Mutt Husky, and that means Bryce Kinney gets a chance to go last and gets a chance to get a 10 to knock Bryce Kinney, or to knock Ryan Anderson, excuse me, down into 3rd place, or 2nd, actually, not 3rd. All these freestyles have us losing our mind. We can't even say what we want to say. Remember, first jump starts that time. That time begins now with some nice big air for Cynthia. And do a backflip onto the ramp. Up the speed challenge ramp and into some donuts just like Gravedigger. And she's gonna continue to do some more donuts just like he did. Nice jump there into another backflip. And that big air and backflip combination could get her overtime. Into some sidewalls. Over. One Mississippi. Two Mississippi. And just as we were getting ready to say three, back onto all four BKTs. She can continue with her freestyle. Not really that much big air off of that. Still not really much air off of that. That was some nice big air there. And there's some more big air. Sky wheelie, big air, backflip. Into the container. 38 seconds to go. We have not saw her attempt the actual backflip ramp yet. But she is going to get another backflip on this bicycle up the ramp next to the backflip ramp. Monster Boy Husky to another save. 14 seconds to go in regulation. 5 seconds. She's gonna get one more hit for regulation, and that does it for regulation. Clock starts on her first hit because she's gonna get overtime. Going for some nice big air here to kick off overtime. There it is. Remember, we have not saw her attempt that backflip ramp yet. But she's got to make it to the backflip ramp, back onto all four BKT tires. Into some trouble. Here she goes. Her first ever attempt at the backflip ramp, and she nails it. So both Gravedigger, Earthshaker, and Stonecrusher have been eaten by this track in the middle of their runs. 5 seconds left, I would imagine. She would end it in style. She is going to end it in style. There's another backflip ramp. Or another backflip onto her side to end her run. And just like Blue Thunder, she rolls over at the end of her run, so it does not count her as a truck eaten in the middle of her run. The judges look at it. They're going to give her a 10. And so your new leader, Cynthia Garther and Monster Mutt Husky. That is the 6th, 10th, 10 given out. Can Bryce Kinney earn the 7th as he is your final freestyle of the night? Let's see. I want to see if they changed it up a little bit. Yeah, they did. So, just like in Salt Lake City, our dirt crew, our track crew, will go to work and tear down the ramps and rebuild all the jumps and stuff for event 2 tomorrow, and that will all happen while the trucks are in the back getting new bodies and parts put on them, as Bryce Kinney starts with that jump right in front of him. Some nice air off of it into a bicycle up that jump for some more big air. Bryce Kinney gotta turn around, go over the cars here into some donuts. Over the other side of the cars now. And there's some sidewalk bicycle. Bryce into trouble. All the way over into a stoppie. Back on all 4 BKT tires. And his first attempt at a backflip goes south. 65 seconds to go in the run. Still plenty of time. What is that even? A corkscrew. That is just the second corkscrew we have seen in this event. And there's a backflip by Bryce. And based off that corkscrew, the judges might end up giving him some overtime. We'll have to see though. Uh-oh, will he even make it to overtime? Yes, he will. Maybe not. Bryce into some sidewalls again. Back down into a save into a bicycle. And to another backflip. 3 seconds left. His final hit. Gonna be a backflip from the other side this time. It is an attempt. He does not get it. He only gets big air. However, he is gonna get overtime, and it looks like he's gonna play with fire and try that again. Time starts on his first hit. And he gets it that time. There's another backflip. He can thank the container for uprighting him. 16 seconds to go in Bryce Kinney's run. Another backflip. Cynthia might be in jeopardy here. And he gets one last hit. Never mind, he gets one more as the timer just went off, so when the timer goes off, they get one last attempt. He's gonna go on the other side and try it again. Bryce Kinney throws it down into a backflip to end his freestyle, and we'll have to see what the judges think. And they do indeed say it is a 10, so your freestyle winner will be the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. We're just gonna restart, that way the body is fixed. Or we should have just did the donuts with that truck. Never mind. Whatever. That way the fans can at least see him. Bryce Kinney picks up the freestyle win here in event number 1. Judges might have to think about giving out so many 10s tomorrow. They gave out 7 tonight. And the first 10 came literally with the first truck out for freestyle. So Bryce Kinney will get to go last again tomorrow for freestyle. Gotta keep it upright, and does. And after this short intermission, to get everything documented, we will go over your overall event champion. But don't go anywhere. You're watching Monster Jam on YouTube TV Network. GTA 5 Live PD is coming up after our post-event coverage. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to crown your overall event champion. And your overall event champion with 30 points will be Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. So let's bring him out here. Bryce Kinney managed to get her done in freestyle. And now it is time to bring Ryan Anderson out, and then we will continue our post-event coverage, and then we will go to GTA 5 On Patrol Live. So Ryan Anderson took the skills challenge and the overall event championship for event 1. There's an event tomorrow or later today for event 2. We'll have to see what happens there. But Ryan Anderson burning it down. Gravedigger took the speed challenge. Son of a Digger took the skills challenge. Mohawk Warrior took freestyle, and Son of a Digger took the overall event championship. And now, before we get the matchups ready to go, I am just putting in the amount of points the trucks received tonight. So Mohawk or Son of a Digger. Actually, no, we'll go over that in a minute. I want to get the points in before we discuss who got what points. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so Son of a Digger won it with 30 points. Gravedigger became runner-up with 28. Mohawk Warrior in 3rd with 22. Monster Mutt Husky in 4th with 21. Earthshaker in 5th with 21. Soldier Fortune Black Ops in 6th with 21. Bakugan Dragonoid in 7th with 18. Blue Thunder in 8th with 18. El Toro Loco in 9th with 17. Stone Crusher in 10th with 14, Max D in 11th with 13, and Whiplash in dead last with just 11 points tonight total. And yeah, that was that. So now, let's get the matchups ready for Event 2 for the Speed Challenge. This will be for Sunday, 3/19/23. And whoever has the fastest time that advances to round 2 will get the round 2 bye into the semifinals, and then whoever got knocked out who had the fastest out of the trucks, they will then be nominated to go in place of that truck to try to get another. So one truck will at least get another chance, just like tonight. And we gotta go back to spin the wheel, because this is how we're gonna determine the matchups. And then we're going to obviously talk about who's going when for two-wheel and freestyle. Because remember, it's just in reverse of what happened tonight. So let's get everybody in the lucky wheel here. Okay, everybody is in. Now we're gonna spin the wheel to determine the matchup. So, oh, I'm sorry guys, my mic was really close to my mouth. That was probably like stupidly loud. I apologize. All right, so kicking us off will be your freestyle winner, Bryce Kinney. And who will he be going up against? Let's see. Let's see who the wheel says. It looks like Todd LeDuc in Blue Thunder. No! It actually went past Blue Thunder, and he's going against Stone Crusher. And I believe Stone Crusher beat him tonight. Yes, he did, so it's a rematch of, really, tonight's. This time, can Bryce Kinney get the win, though? Alright. So it looks like El Toro Loco. Actually, I'm just gonna do them, and then I'll tell you the matchups, when I am done. That way some of them can be a surprise. Ooh, that's a good one. I wonder if there's a way I can mute that volume. I'm just gonna turn it down, because that's kind of annoying. Oh, that's gonna be a good matchup. Also, the two fan favorites, Gravedigger and Max D, will always be at every event. Dang it, I forgot. Earthshaker, okay. But, so Max D and Gravedigger will always be at every event, but the 4 trucks that are lower will get knocked out and they'll have to compete in, like, an arena. Or something like that. For a week. Okay. And yeah, there is one truck. And I know exactly what it is, too. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, round 1 for our speed challenge is set for later today. Obviously, the truck with the fastest time that advances to round 2 will automatically get the round 2 bye into the semifinals. So they will, so then the truck will get a second chance, whoever gets knocked out and has the fastest time. And your speed challenge round 1 for tomorrow will be Mohawk Warrior versus Stone Crusher, El Toro Loco versus Gravedigger, Whiplash versus Monster Mutt Husky, Earthshaker versus Son of a Digger, Soldier Fortune Black Ops versus Max D, and Blue Thunder versus Bakugan Dragonoid. And let me just do this. That way I can just move them down tomorrow. Alright, and now I just have to get the 2-wheel skills set. Which that's also referred to as just the skills challenge. We are still here, guys. We are just getting everything set for 2-wheel skills. Or skills, whatever you want to call it, for later today. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so going first for the skills challenge tomorrow is Blue Thunder, Stone Crusher going second, Mohawk Warrior going third, Max D going fourth, Soldier Fortune Black Ops going fifth, Bakugan Dragonoid going 6th, Whiplash going 7th, Monster Mall Husky going 8th, and Earthshaker going 9th, El Toro Loco going 10th, Gravedigger going 11th, and Son of a Digger going last because he won the challenge tonight, and now we just have to do freestyle, which Bryce Kinney will get to go last again tomorrow because he won tonight. Okay, dang, that is crazy. You guys are in for a good freestyle tomorrow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have determined who is going to win tomorrow for freestyle, and I gotta say, this is definitely going to be the most interesting freestyle tomorrow. And you will definitely say so for yourself once you hear who is going to win. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, kicking things off in freestyle. Later today, we'll have El Toro Loco go first, Stone Crusher goes second, Whiplash goes third, Max D goes fourth, Gravedigger goes fifth, Blue Thunder goes sixth, Soldier Fortune Black Ops goes seventh, Earthshaker goes eighth, Bakugan Dragonoid goes ninth, Son of a Digger goes 10th, Monster Mutt Husky goes 11th, and Mohawk Warrior goes 12th. And last tomorrow, since he won. And then tomorrow, we will determine the overall event champion. We'll total up the so like if Ryan Anderson wins again tomorrow night, we'll total up his 30 points with whatever total points he has today. But let's just tell you who would be knocked out of the competition if this was only one event. So Max D and Gravedigger would always be there. But Blue Thunder, El Toro Loco, Stone Crusher, and Whiplash would be knocked out, so they would have to go compete in an arena. Or a different event next week. So they might want to get it together if they don't want to be one of those trucks getting knocked out of the next stadium event next week. But with that, we say so long tonight. Thanks for watching. Join us back here later today at 6:30 p.m. for show number 2.